FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
So here's kind of good, bad, and the ugly. Let's take a look at Ford Motor Company right now, which I think is kind of the good. Very active on Facebook and Twitter right now to tell their story, which, I mean, they really have a lot of momentum. They're, as we all know, they're the only one of the domestic automakers who haven't taken the government bailout, and they've been trying to really leverage that distinction and contrast with GM and Chrysler. They have a section on their website called the Ford Story, which if you go into it, you see a lot of video content, you see articles. One of the things they did recently with the Fusion Hybrid, they did this thing where they got some people together, some people who know how to do this, to see how many miles they could go on a tank, and it was like 1,500 miles by, you know, very careful driving and drafting and all these sorts of things. And that was kind of chronicled if you were following Ford on Twitter and Facebook. It was very interesting storytelling about a very important new product for them. Ford Fiesta, this is an important small car that's not launching for them until next year, but they've given 100 cars out to different people, and they're kind of using Facebook and Twitter and the Ford Story to track where these cars are, what consumer reactions are to them. I've never seen a company do this a year in advance of launching in the States. They've launched it in other continents, but the U.S. launch is very important. I think it's interesting to try to build up momentum a whole year in advance. The bad, okay, Walmart, as a lot of you may know, not too long ago, they kind of did this blog where they followed a couple traveling around the U.S. I'm sorry, I want to go back one. Can we cut to that YouTube video? Sorry. This is an example of Alan Mulally, CEO, and kind of how they're using brand storytelling and brand journal. I think it's taken in its whole, it's an ingredient of the brand journalism we're talking about.
Strong cars. Strong cars.
Yeah. Now, I will tell you, this is baby steps for Alan, and I'll comment, but watch for now.
Fusion. Taurus. Next one.
See, this is Alan tweeting, and they filmed it and put it on YouTube.
You're not going to settle on one.
Strong.
That's all right.
Strong utilities.
This is really low tech.
Name your whole product line, correct?
Very low key.
I don't call my children. Okay. Strong utilities.
Okay.
Escape.
We can.
Edge.
I stopped it in the interest of time only because you can see how it's like, how good was that really? What I want to get at here, I thought it was very cool for a conservative company, a guy who's kind of gun shy a little bit on media, and particularly new media, to kind of put his feet in the water. And there are other videos I could have used, but you see other videos that Alan sort of delivering a new sync vehicle to Steve Ballmer, at Microsoft. You see the product development chief, Derek Kuzak, talking about what they're doing, Mark Fields. And some of what they talk about is they talk about the mistakes they've made, as well as the things they're doing now to try to engage people who are interested in Ford. And I think this is a really interesting, they're kind of going past me, the filter, right? And it's not a press release, it's something in between that I think is this area of brand journalism that is evolving, where they're speaking directly to their followers and their customers in a very informal way like that. And I think it's a really interesting development now.